saw so much suffering, so much pain.
Diane Spears is a medical professional. In her day-to-day life, Diane is used to treating people who are suffering and in pain. But the depth of the need and neglect that she saw during a mission trip to Africa was more than she could bear.
I was so broken, so hurt at the condition of the people. And I remember crying to my daughter-in-law and saying, Gracie, my people are suffering. When I left Africa, I vowed I would never go back. I would never go back to Africa again because I was so broken. And yet, God would not let me forget Africa. I would find myself crying and thinking, what can I do? And I just cried. He wouldn't let me forget Africa. And I would say, but Lord, what can I do? I'm only one person. What can I do? And I kept running away from it. And I know the pastor had mentioned some things about wanting the medical team in Africa, but I felt so like, this is a big elephant and I cannot do anything about it. Because it looked so big and I looked so small, and I had to go back. And that moment on, I said, I'm going to Africa. I'm going to Africa.
Through the darkness, the hopelessness, God showed Diane a light, her purpose, and her mission.
I said, I'm going to Africa. I'm going to Africa only if you let me take a healthcare team and also be able to teach. And that is the birth of the medical team. It was also a passion that the pastor had already as well. But as his birth coming out of me.
Glove Ministries International's healthcare team have treated more than 3,000 people in Zimbabwe, Zambia, Ghana, Cameroon, Nigeria, Gabon, and South Africa.
When we go in with the medical team, they oftentimes work out of the churches there to see and treat people. So the church serves multiple purposes.
I took the time to learn what diseases that they were suffering with and prepare some education. I went to take medicine and to see the sick and to take it to the clinic. And I can't even begin to explain the joy that it brought me to be able to do what I believe that God had called me to do.
Doctors, nurses, dentists, and other healthcare professionals are regular fixtures of the missions team.
I knew that I wouldn't cure Africa. I knew that it was it's still a big elephant. But I knew it'd taken a little bite out of it. So that's been my concentration, not to eat the whole elephant. Continue to take little bites out of it.
This from a woman who believed the problems were too big and she was too small. One person can make a difference.